Hello, welcome to Souls Intersect. This reading is for Leo Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for January of 2017. I'm taking a short break from the annual readings so that I can get the January readings out for you first. They're going to be a little bit shorter for January for that reason, but definitely look for your annual 2017 reading coming up as well. I also wanted to say in regard to those, I've never said anything about another reader on YouTube, and I wouldn't say anything directly or judge in any way, but I will tell you that things like that you'll never have to pay for if it's a general reading. They are meant for thousands of you. They're not for you personally, as you know. And so I just want to say from my perspective, I would never charge you for a general reading. All right, let's get started. So I've pulled 6 cards for you, and I'll go through them. On the top, we have the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Chariot and the Knight of Cups, and then the Knight of Wands and the Two of Wands. So I'm getting the sense that there may be 2 figures in your life in January, and for a lot of you, it does seem like this will have to do with relationship issues. I'm sensing that with one of them, probably this Knight of Cups character, I see him facing the Chariot. And so I'm almost getting the sense for some of you that there may be 2 people interested, and in some cases even 2 people competing for your attention. And remember, this can be male or female. These knights can be male or female. I do feel that you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, and again, though, that can be for male or female Leo viewers. With the Knight of Cups, I feel that this person is more outward with their emotion. Coming up as that in that cup suit, I feel that that's why they're represented by the cups. I don't think it's necessarily that they have stronger feelings. In fact, this Knight of Wands has a very strong passion for you, a passionate interest in you, or will. But the Knight of Cups is more outward with his or her feelings, and they feel to me more confident, more certain that they can succeed, and I feel that that's where the Chariot comes in. I feel like they'll have more speed moving forward, moving toward you, and more confidence, and again, that certainty that they can win you over. And so that person may actually get your attention first. That's what I'm sensing with that. And with this Knight of Wands, I feel that it's not necessarily that they're shy, but I don't feel that they're as outward as this Knight of Cups. However, I do feel there's a stronger potential possibly for you to build something together. So if you feel like you are in a scenario like that where there may be 2 people interested, or maybe you're doubting one person is and it seems like another one is, I would say give that other person a chance. They may just be a bit quieter, a bit slower. Although the Wands element tends to be a bit speedier actually than the Cups. In this case, intuitively what I'm picking up is that Cups person is very outward and very bold. And the Wands is coming through again as a strong fiery passion. This person feels very creative and very in tune with their passions, their spiritual connections. They feel a bit more in line with you spiritually, and I think that's where the Two of Wands comes in as well. For me, the Two of Wands comes up a lot of times as in the tarot, it's often like the beginning stages of something. For me, it very often comes up as a spiritual connection, a strong soul connection. And I feel that that's because I do a lot of work with how strong soul connections are between 2 people and the purpose of 2 souls crossing paths. That's where the name Souls Intersect comes from. So for me, I feel that that's what the Two of Wands is indicating, especially for this reading. This person does have a strong connection with you. So with all of that said, interestingly enough, I see you facing away from the entire reading in a sense. And with the Magician card behind you and you coming up as the Pentacles, and I will say that, by the way, those 2 knights could be one water sign and one a fire sign, but not necessarily. It's probably more to do with those other qualities I was talking about. You coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, I feel that you're very focused on your home life, your stability. It could have to do with some New Year's resolutions that you've made, staying focused. Interestingly enough, though, you've got your back turned to what I might see as the focus in this card, or you doing work, you bringing all of your skills and abilities together and manifesting something. And it's not to say that you're turning your back on it, that you're not going to accomplish it. I just get the sense that maybe you're going to be... So, interestingly enough, it feels like you could have made a resolution, or will, coming up to be more focused on work or home life, or again, building your stability, even financial, maybe even saving, those kinds of things. But with your back turned to the Magician card, I get the sense that you may become too reliant on the resolution itself and set aside your real innate internal ability to do those things anyway. So be careful with resolutions, I would say. I've never gotten that message before. But for a lot of you viewing this, it feels like you could get too focused on not failing at fulfilling the resolution that you almost slow yourself down. I think that's also part of the Pentacles energy coming through. So I would say, yeah, maybe you may have to let go of the actual resolution itself and just focus on what makes you happy, which of your skills you have the most confidence in, and further wielding those. And it just feels like that the resolution itself could get in the way, and it may not be coming through as an actual resolution for some of you. You may not do that, but it could be something along the lines of just promising yourself that you'll save better, or it could even have to do with like dieting or something like that, because the Pentacles can really be anything logistical, and our diets and what we buy, the food we buy, and things like that can be logistical as well. So it may not have been a formal resolution, but something maybe that you're promising yourself. I think you could get too focused on that. The one thing is maybe the outcome, and the other thing is maybe just the practice of actually not abandoning what you promised yourself, that you could actually get away from what it really is that you're meant to fulfill. So I don't think that you're separate from the events happening with these two figures. However, I think that's a really important theme in your life that came up at the top here that I just went over with the Magician card and the Queen of Pentacles. It feels like another thing happening for you coming up in January. All right, any questions either about this reading or about my services, feel free to email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com. And you can check out my website. The link is below. Take care.